Well, what's going on, everybody? It is the Rock Shop here. I am Dave the Shockwave. It is almost approaching the bottom of the hour here, so I say to everybody out there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time of day it is in your world. This is the Rock Shop. Now, before I get started, I got just one little announcement that actually pertains to me. Just very quickly. There's going to be a composition performance that's going to be happening December 2nd. That's next month. That's a Monday night starting at 7:30. Dave the Shockwave is going to be performing by himself. That is correct. Yes, I'm going to have my electric guitar and I'm going to play my piece in front of I don't know how many people. At least I can't see them. That's going to be an utmost first for me. Of my years that I have lived in this planet, okay, the years that I've lived in this planet, I'm going to be doing that. Why? Because my instructor said that he did not want to accompany me with bass or some other, guitar to not exactly ruin the song. So that is the announcement that I have. It is December 2nd. It's going to be at the Richland Performance Hall at the Fannin Building. I'm going to invite people there. So please, the more people that I know personally, then the better I think I will feel. And speaking of knowing somebody personally, I have a special guest right here. He is a member of Dark Avenue and also the guitarist of Bethany Rose Music. I have right here in our studio, coming back here for the 6,322nd time.
And a half.
Thank you. Yeah. Mr. Andrew in the house. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Dave? Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, yeah. Always a pleasure to have you, buddy. What's going on? How you been, man?
I've been well. Just chilling, moving. I did have to move recently, which is always a pain in the arse. Yeah, we can say that word, I bet.
Moving from where to where?
I moved from Louisville to the small, tiny little town of Salina, Texas. Decided to become a suburbanite. Don't ask me why. I'm a city boy. I do not know why, but yeah. So I moved out to Salina for a bit to see what that's all about.
So you're just going to check it out for, a few days or something, or what?
Yeah, I was thinking until tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. I don't even know what today is. Maybe Wednesday or something. Yeah, and then we'll see how it goes. And maybe I'll move my stuff out of storage and into a random field out there, try squatting on a piece of land. Hey, if I can get a cardboard box up and stay there for, 7 days, it's mine. Isn't that the way this works? So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you actually have your reasons. I mean, other than the fact that you just want to try it out and see what it's like.
The real reason is, it seems like my entire life, I know the people out here don't want to listen to this, it's boring, but my entire life seems to be moving out that way.
Okay.
The other guys from the band, family, friends, everybody seems to be leaving the city and moving to the burbs. So I thought maybe there's something to this. Maybe there's a reason they're all moving out there. So, we'll give it a try. I'll be brave.
Okay.
I'll be an adventurer.
Sure.
See what happens. Mm-hmm.
Well, you may have your house would probably be in some desolate area. Then your next door neighbor would be, 10 miles away? I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
I just don't like people.
I know what you're doing. If I may say, you could have a performance there and not have anybody call for a noise complaint.
The truth, yes, yes. That is one good thing about the country.
See, I just gave you a concept.
You did.
I did. I?
Now I can actually try playing guitar for a change without fear of anybody hearing me.
That's right.
So no matter how bad I am, no one's gonna boo me. This is awesome.
Or cheer you.
Well, I've always got the cows, and all you gotta do is give them hay, and they'll cheer anything. They can be bought.
I forgot that cattle is your audience.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah. Well, I certainly hope it goes well. So you're making it look like a Motel 6 stay in the meantime for a few nights. The only difference is the only difference is you don't have to pay $39.99 a night.
Right.
Yeah. So
the rabbits don't charge that much.
Nah.
Yeah.
They don't. Well, let's see what is happening here. You have an upcoming show this coming Wednesday. Yeah, very excited. You guys have been performing at Trees quite a bit.
We have.
You must like that venue a lot, I'm sure.
We do. You know, also often enjoy the acts that we get to perform with out there. Mm-hmm. You know, Trees is kind of world famous, and it brings some really good bands through. You know, Wednesday, to name one, will be Smile Empty Soul.
Yeah.
You know, an international touring band, so
cool.
Have a hit or two on their hands. So yeah, it's just, you know, the opportunity came up for us to get to play with them, and it was like an easy answer of hell yeah. So.
Awesome, man.
Oh, can I say that on the radio, or is it heck yeah? I don't remember.
No,
okay. Cool.
HELL is fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
There's
yeah. I'm gonna rock the yeah
beep.
Beep. Yeah, exactly. Smile Empty Soul. So they're an international band, because I've never heard of them.
They had some hits back in the 90s. Bottom of a Bottle, I think, was their biggest hit.
Wow.
You know, and then they, you know, I guess they kind of, you know, had their run, and now they're kind of getting the group back together and hitting the road, the way I understand it. So, yeah, we're going to be, they're coming through Dallas, and we were offered the opening slot for them, so we jumped on it. A little excited about that show, yeah.
Cool. Then you got a couple of other bands on hand, too. Cinder, like Cinder Block.
Yes,
but
I
Cinder,
believe.
the band itself. And forgive me if I pronounce this incorrectly. There's only two pronunciations. Is it Nagasi or Nagasi?
I couldn't tell you.
You couldn't tell me, right?
Yeah.
My sincerest apologies for if I didn't pronounce that correctly. I'm going to say it's Naga, and well, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll tell you what. I will find out Wednesday when we hang out with them. I'll find out, and I will definitely dial into the show and let you guys know the official pronunciation of the word.
Cool. In the meantime, we could just say Nagasi.
Sounds
that sounds more Italian, you know.
Sounds
Nagasi.
legit. Sounds very regal. Sounds legit.
Very, very legit. Big time. Big time. So, very cool, man. Yeah, that's coming up at Trees this Wednesday night.
Yes, the 20th of November.
Right on, man. Hey,
tickets available. Hit me up now.
Hey, you heard that? Hey, you heard that? Plug. There's still plenty of tickets out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to get a big crowd going for sure.
Please,
definitely. I'm gonna try to see if I can go upstairs for free. You know what? Speaking of that, I did that one time. I need to throw this in for a second, Andrew.
Okay.
When I saw Striper perform at Trees, I've seen those guys 5 times, by the way. And you guys opened for Striper too.
We did play with them, yes.
As well. You played with those guys. So I was. They had the meet and greet upstairs, you know. So had the picture taken and all that, and smile, hey, cheese and all that, and had the autographs, you know, what have you. And then when everybody else went downstairs, I stayed up there, you know, and I was near the camera, and one of those big pan zoom, you know, cameras. So there was a guy that asked me. He said, "Are you working the camera today?" I said, "Yes, sir, I am." I sure am. I mean, I looked. I said it with a straight face.
Right.
You know,
with
I said
authority.
yes, sir, I am. I have an assignment to do, and I've got to get Striper down pad. Okay. He goes, "Oh, okay, very cool." He didn't ask me who I represent. Didn't even ask me that, because if he did, I wouldn't have said I would have came up with something real quick. you know, I would have said Shockwave Enterprises.
There you go. That sounds legit. So.
And there you go.
Yeah.
See, and would have taken it with a grain of salt. So he went back downstairs, and I stayed up there. And did I operate the camera? No. I was near the camera just in case if he decided to come back upstairs to say, "Hey, how's everything going?" Then I would have said, just like that. But
nice. I tried to get upstairs once. We were playing. We were on the bill, and I tried to get upstairs once, and I was denied.
Denied, huh?
Yep, denied. And I'm like, dude, I'm playing here tonight, and he was like, nope.
Wow, man.
Yep, they're tough, man. It's a tough crowd up there.
Well, this was about 8 years ago. Then again, who knows if they? I mean, maybe they just really weren't paying any attention. Because as far as I'm concerned, it was myself and 3 other people upstairs. That's it.
Oh,
So they had to know, they had to realize, well, they know that I did not have a badge. I didn't have a name tag that says Shockwave Enterprises Super Dave. No. But yet, they took it for granted. So I'm like, yes. Because why? It's the best view.
oh yeah.
Honestly,
for sure.
it is.
Oh,
It
for
is the
sure.
best
Trees,
view.
yeah.
And now that I'm getting older, and it's a very scary thought that I am, very scary thought, I need to be up there to see, I mean, seriously, I mean, to really be honest with you, Andrew, I mean, going downstairs, even if I really see a close up, it's still a blur to me, unfortunately. But hey, that comes with age. Got to live with it.
It happens.
It happens, man.
happens.
You got to live with it. But I thought that was really cool that I got away with it, and yet they didn't ask me any further questions.
Nice.
Shockwave has spoken. Let's talk about. Let's say you had a past concert. I know it's been quite a while. You guys were over at Lubbock at a town called Abernathy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the extraordinary event that you guys were involved in.
Well, it was pretty cool. It was called the Festival of Lost Souls.
Okay.
So it had that. It just had this. I hope they don't get offended by this because some people like the word, some don't. But it kind of had like this carny vibe. It's like it was kind of like gothic / meets a carnival. There were fire swallowers, and there was people doing just all sorts of things. Lots of vendors out there, lots of bands, of course.
Right.
It was in, it was kind of an old school festival. It was in a field in the middle of nowhere in Abernathy. But I mean, they had it set up really nice. There were food trucks. There was, it was a real deal. It was a real deal. Good sized crowd. It was interesting because again, you're out in the middle of a field in Abernathy, which is close to Lubbock. And you have these people who are just kind of naturally dressed like, they could slice you open at any moment, the devil's rejects kind of thing going on.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a good crowd. It was really fun. The lady who put it on, Michelle, was she was just amazing the whole night. So it was good stuff.
So it was more, so I guess part of it, you might say, was kind of like a horror festival or something, or
somewhat, yeah.
Somewhat?
I think
Okay.
I think that's what you would call it, yeah.
Okay.
And there was also some peep show kind of stuff going on.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a very interesting event.
Rated
very
R.
Interesting night. Yeah, well, no, it was probably PG-13.
13? Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad, but it was cool. It was it was just really interesting to be a part of. So it's not something that I see every day,
Right.
So it was cool.
So there were a lot of vendors on hand. There was tattoo vendors as well.
Yes.
Sure, very many. Probably throughout the globe, I'm presuming. Just throwing some more details if you remember that. That's so about were a lot of tattoo vendors throughout was it just local? I mean, do you know? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know for this one. We did the one in Carlsbad, and those tattoo guys were from all over the country because they all travel. They kind of have a traveling tattoo show, I guess. That was part of that one we did in Carlsbad. But this one here, I think it was local tattoo artists. I think they were all come from the Lubbock or Panhandle area.
Okay.
I didn't really ask them, so I can't tell you that for sure. But it just kind of felt like because it was the first year of this Festival of Lost Souls. It was their first year, which I think they did really well and had a good turnout. Relatively speaking, since it was the first year. But I didn't really. I was more interested in the food trucks, to be honest with you. There was some good stuff out there. So,
like what?
Mi Cocina, but not the one that we have here in Dallas. It was spelled with a K, not a C. But it was
Mi Cocina with a K. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was an authentic Tex-Mex food truck, and it was very authentic. It was good stuff. And then they had your average hamburgers and stuff like that.
What was unusual? Something that was authentic. That was kind of different from the usual stuff. Do you know?
What? Okay.
I'm sorry. Like you say they have hamburgers, and hot dogs and all that kind of stuff. Was there anything unusual that the reason they came up with the K, you know, the cocina, what their signature dish was, I guess I might.
I have no idea. I ordered the tacos. I ordered street tacos. Okay. I always order street tacos.
So I guess they were more homemade, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was legit. It was homemade. You know, you could tell the people who owned the food truck. You know, it was a small family business. You know, I believe it was like a husband and wife that owned the food truck.
Oh, very cool.
You know, local to that area. I just thought it was funny, and whenever I heard Mi Cocina was going to be there, I'm like, yes. And then I start walking up to the food truck, and I'm like, wait, that's not how it's spelled. So this is
you weren't going to tell them how to correct that spelling either, right?
I don't know what Cocina means. Why would I tell them?
Cocina Kitchen, by the way.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
So it's My Kitchen on Wheels.
My Kitchen.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, see,
you learned something new on the Shockwave show.
Yeah, my last name's Spanish. Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, I only speak it very little, unfortunately. There's a big reason why I don't speak it fluently, but so, I'm sorry.
But that's for another show.
That's for another show.
It'll take an hour and a half on its own.
It'll take 24 hours, actually. That's something that we don't have, people.
So the next Money Raising Marathon, there you go. 24 hours of Dave's last name.
First, we start with A. Okay, what goes with well, that's going to be a good 4 hours. Right. Oh, now we get to the C and then to the O. And well, you know. Anyway. So a great time had by all over there at Abernathy.
Great time.
Yeah.
Great time, yeah.
Because obviously Lubbock is very desolate, you know, area other than probably Texas Tech and I don't know, a couple other places there. So I'm sure you know it made it more lively as if it were a big city.
Yeah. Exactly.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yeah, there were a lot of wide open spaces out there for sure.
Yeah. So very, very cool, man.
It was fun.
Now let's touch a little bit about let's see. First of all, congratulations, especially to you and to Bethany for having her music spread out throughout the globe.
Oh,
that is
awesome.
Really, I'm sure she is very thrilled. You know,
she's hugging everybody that gets within her eyesight. She just randomly walks up to strangers and hugs them. Thank you, and they're like, "I don't know who you are or why you're thanking me." And she's like, "Just go with it." It's great stuff.
Just go with all that. Yeah. So man, it's that's a wonderful feeling to even have podcasts, you know, throughout Europe, you know, and Asia,
right?
Africa, South Africa, I believe, right?
Yes.
In that area there South too Africa. As well. Of course, throughout the U.S., right. There's only one continent that's left. Probably won't reach it, but Antarctica.
Oh yeah, well hey, penguins like good music. You don't know.
I knew you were going to say that. I had to bring that up, and I knew you were going to say penguins.
Well, I don't know what else is in the Antarctica.
I don't know either, you know. But I tell you what, if people are really listening, you know, then you have just covered all. Is it 7 continents? Oh my God,
there are 7. Yes,
there are
sir.
7 continents.
Yeah.
That would be a tremendous.
We know the exciting thing is too is she's, you know, it's not just podcast. She's actually getting picked up by FM stations all over the UK. And the cool part about that is, you know, she's not reaching out to them. There's no, you know, here, let me hit you up and try to get you to play my music involved. They are actually coming to her and saying, hey, do you mind if we play your music? Do we mind if we feature your music on our station? And so I just think that's cool because, you know, in UK obviously is a little bit different than America, but
sure.
And you know, America just getting your stuff played on the radio is a whole lot more involved, you know, good or bad. There's just a whole lot more involved. So it's really exciting to have FM stations, you know, come into you going, do you mind if you play us? I mean, we're, you know, hopefully that's going to happen here in the States too eventually, that radio stations will start seeking her out instead of the other way around. That's just, you know, it's just a testament to how good her music is. That these people are calling her up, going, "Hey, we would love to play you. Would you mind? You know, would you let us?" So it's an exciting thing. A lot of exciting stuff going on.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. So you're saying that in Europe that they're asking you guys, you know, to
right. Yeah,
you know,
we're not having to approach them or, you know, go through any of the channels. You know, that it's just, you know, the way the business is here in America. You know, there's a little more involved to get your music played on the radio, but so it's just really cool, you know, to see that and to have, you know, them reaching out to to her, to us, instead of the other way around. And not I'm not saying it's good or bad either way. You know,
Right.
it's just
Right.
kind of that's the reality of it. So it's just really cool for that to be happening. All over the UK too. It's not just one or two stations. She's pretty much
Right.
all over the UK. Canada, like you said, South America. I mean, Africa, South Africa.
Yeah.
She's getting just really exciting.
Australia too. I think
Australia,
Australia,
yes.
2 or 3
I think there's two
countries there.
Yeah.
A couple there.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There's a couple there in Australia, a couple of their states or whatever they call them.
yeah,
I'm not really
provinces or something. I
Yeah.
guess.
I think provinces is Canada. I think Australia territories.
Territory.
I think
There
is what they
you.
call 'em.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm happy to see that happening for her. It's really, it's really exciting.
It is.
And
It
she's
is.
loving it.
Yes, she's listening too. By the way, so.
Is she? Oh,
Oh yeah,
crap.
absolutely.
Hey, Bethany, I love you. You're amazing.
You always are amazing, Bethany. You are a tremendous artist. And she says that you are the guitar extraordinaire.
Oh,
Just so you know, you are.
I gave her 2 monsters for that. Yeah. That's all I can afford. Yeah, I paid her off.
I see.
I'll get you some coffee next time.
I know I probably should be asking her this. Probably not you, but it probably should be. Any other songs in the making? I mean, just kind of. I mean, coming up with.
Well, as you know, maybe you don't know, maybe you do, but she actually has about 70 songs already. So we, Bethany, myself, Brent, and Andrew Peterson have kind of formed a little band to get her live show out there, and so other than these songs on the CD, on the EP, we're working up at least, I think, 9 or 10 more now. For the live shows.
Cool.
Because obviously you can't play an entire live show on 5 songs. That's not enough.
Right.
So we're working on some of those. And she hopes to, in January or February, she hopes to record another single. Mm-hmm. I hope I'm not giving too much away, but I believe that she's picked a song called Mess, which is an amazing song. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to get to record that one. So, yeah. She's got all that coming, which is good stuff.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I knew that she had some other songs, that, and I've heard, some of her Facebook posts. She had some other stuff, which is very solid.
If you've gone to her YouTube, there's quite a extensive list of, just acoustic versions of her other songs. So if you've listened to her at EP and love it, go check out her YouTube channel. Which, luckily, on all of her social medias, she's Bethany Rose Music. She was able to get that for all of them, so there's no tricky there. But yeah, if you love what you hear on the EP, check out her YouTube. Because as you know, she posts new stuff on Facebook and Twitter from time to time. But YouTube has a collection of stuff that she's already recorded acoustically, so you'll love it. It's all good stuff.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait. Very, very exciting. Very excited.
Yes.
I'm really happy for her, and definitely happy for you too as well.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. Yeah, it's.
So then
lucky.
speaking of shows, or concerts and stuff like, have you collaborated? You guys have collaborated as far as when you're going to have a tour going or anything? I mean, any.
Who?
You guys, you and Bethany Rose. Any?
Not too much yet. At the point, at this point, she's got a local, I believe it's like a local cable show called Barside Jive. You play live, and then he asks you questions. It's almost like a storyteller's kind of vibe, the way I understand it. That's coming up in January. I know Bethany's going to kill me for this. I don't remember the exact date. But yeah, that's coming up. And other than that, right now we're working on, like I said, a set list, working up the set to be ready to start getting out there and playing. It's just, a process of getting, the entire band, picking out members of the entire band. And that's happened. And so now we're, in the process of rehearsing, to try to get try to get a good show, the best show that we can put out there,
Absolutely,
together and available. So, other than the Barside Jive, she doesn't really have any gigs booked at the moment, but like I said, soon as we get the set list together, that's going to happen, man. She's ready. She's anxious. She's excited.
Oh,
she's
I bet.
ready to get out there. So
I bet. I'm sure she wants to get it out very, very soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I think she wishes it was out now. It just we can only rehearse. So often.
Well, I will say this. I mean, now that she is being recognized globally, big time. I mean, really recognized. I would say the time is now. Just my thought.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
The time would be. I mean, now it. But that's good because I think that's kind of a little strategy thing. In other words, get those songs, see what everybody thinks. Of her music, and then I've heard a couple of. As a matter of fact, I did go into one of the stations in the UK. And I overheard the DJ talk about her song and how cool that song was.
Oh yeah,
and how it had different variations as opposed to what they usually play. So it's.
Oh, I think he was talking about The Return and all.
The Return. That's
all the instrumentation in it. Yeah.
Yes, all the instrumentation. So he went into to great detail about that. And I don't know if it's the fact that well obviously. You don't hear that. You don't hear that kind of music. But for him to even give her a chance to play something that is out of the ordinary, and yet everybody's still listening globally. I think that's tremendous.
Yeah, I mean, it's so awesome. They absolutely love her in the UK. She won the runner-up in the Radio Wigwam Awards. I think she's nominated for another award on, I think it's called Smile Radio.
Okay.
It'd be, she remembers the stuff so much better than I do. Yeah. But yeah, so that's gonna be coming up. That award, thing is gonna be coming up soon. But yeah, it's just, so lucky because especially the UK. I mean, she's played, like you said, pretty much all over the world, but the UK just absolutely loves her music, and I think they love the originality of it. It's like she'll tell you, it's not canned. There's no samples. There's no let's go to a computer program and get a violin part to just kind of drop into here. Her CD, her EP is all live musicians, playing live. And that's one of the points that the gentleman brought up about the Return and all the instruments. When you hear the cellos coming in the upright bass come in, the violin, the cajon, all of that is real musicians playing with real emotion on her CD. There's no canned anything. There's nothing that we stole, no samples.
No, not at all.
It's all the real deal. And he kind of alluded to the fact that, I think that's one of the things, I know it's one of the things that he liked and possibly, the entire country of England likes. They're just enjoying that authenticity. It's real music. It's not, she wasn't trying to fit a mold whenever she picked the songs for the EP.
Right.
It's not, all these songs got to have a certain sound, a mold. She went with what she felt was good for the EP, and
sure,
that's being it's being appreciated and enjoyed by many, and that's it's a great feeling, to know that that was the right move, that was the right thing to do because people are eating it up. So it's awesome.
And the fact that that she that you guys really took your time, to make sure that how some excuse me. I know we probably already talked about this when she was here at the Rock Shop just a few months ago. But with that EP, have those 5 tracks, which again they're all very solid and full. Happens to be my favorite. It is my favorite.
Excellent.
Happens to be my favorite. Excellent. It is my favorite song because I listen to that all the time.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
That you really took a lot of time with it. Didn't rush through it. You know how some other artists, say, "Hey, we gotta get a record," and we gotta start filling in, trying to fill in the gaps. Oh, it's gonna be fine. Nobody cares. And how some people are. But no, I mean this was really original and definitely genuine.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I would think that DJs from other countries, would they not just the fact that they're asking you guys permission, to play the music because they know that it's good. What they're really saying, I think, is that because it's really darn good, that we're going to get the British people to listen to it.
Right.
And we're going to say, hey, you're going to like this. Okay? You're going to bloody like it.
You're going to bloody like this. And I'm not stopping playing it. Yeah, no, it's, the authenticity, I think that's, I'm not really one to speak on this type of thing too much, but, I think that's something that's missing in the, the music industry in general, and especially with the big labels, you're kind of forced to, put together a CD, an album. You're forced to write it, record it within a matter of months.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you don't really, depending on the artist, you really don't have time to really come out with something, that's authentic, and so sometimes these things that sound so cookie cutter, so overdone. So many songs sound exactly like another one you've heard.
Yes,
or the fullest samples because someone can do it, on a keyboard and a computer and get it done. And so they're appreciating the authenticity of it all. And honestly, the album, the EP probably could have been recorded a little bit quicker, but it takes time to get real musicians scheduled into a studio to record, their part. So if she was going to go the canned route, the thing could have been done in 3 days. It's 5-song EP. She could have had it totally done, but it takes a while to schedule real musicians, like I said, and just get everybody in the studio. But that was very important to her, I know, to bring out that genuineness, to something that can be missing in music, especially pop music. It's like there's no genuinity left. One person writes something, he samples it all, has someone comes in and sings it and calls it a song, and that's just... I know that's definitely not Bethany. It's not her heart. That's not the way she wanted to go. So she did it the right way, I think, and it shows, by the acceptance that this CD is, garnering all over the world. It shows that she definitely did it the right way. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah. And to really respond to her fans and all that is also pretty cool too, as well. Because I know that, if you're really a big attraction, and you got thousands and thousands and thousands of people, hardly anybody's going to really respond to, to most everybody, but taking the time to respond to everybody to really appreciate it is really, it's really, really cool.
I don't think her family sees her. I think she's locked away in a room with Twitter in her hand all day long responding to people. No, but you're right. It means a lot to her. So she really goes out of her way to show, how much it means to her. Not just a, hey, thanks for listening, but she gives a personal response to everybody.
Do you give a personal response to everybody?
Oh, heck no. I'm like, hey, thanks for listening to my music, bro.
You're just part of the band?
Hey, I just play guitar, man.
You just play guitar?
I just show up and play guitar. That's what I do.
Really, he is giving you a personal response.
It's personal.
It's personal, all right.
That's what I mean.
Hey, your guitar's there. He's pretty cool, man. No, I'm sure, I'm sure there's got to be people out there that say, hey, man, they say, hey, you got a great band. This guy, Andrew, the Extraordinaire, is really cool, I see that on Twitter. Yeah, there it is.
There it is, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, but every time that happens, I have to send somebody a cookie. It's terrible.
Oh.
It gets expensive for me really quick. It's like, I'm going to buy you all off one cookie at a time. Just tell the world you love me.
Just tell everybody in advance, thank you very much. Yes. Okay, just in advance.
Yeah,
I'm giving you an advance.
Right.
I'm giving you a response to everybody right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, but seriously, a big thank you to you guys. Phenomenal.
Oh, thank you. No, thank
you.
Thank
Bet.
you.
You
That's
bet.
Awesome.
You bet. All right. Let's see here. Congratulations, by the way, getting back to Dark Avenue, by the way. Oh, by the way, for those that are just tuning in right now, this is the Rock Shop here with Dave the Shockwave, that you are listening to KDOX Web Radio, broadcasting live from Richland College in Dallas, Texas. You are tuning into the voice of this guy, Dave the Shockwave. It is the Rock Shop. You go to richlandstudentmedia.com, click listen live, and you're in just like that. I currently, at this time, have a very special guest who has been here many times. About Andrew, the guitarist of Dark Avenue. Pretty cool how the haunted version,
Right.
the reverb version of it.
Reverb version.
Right at the top of the hour, folks, and congratulations for charting for charting at the. I put it here somewhere. I know I did. The rock charts. What is it?
The Foundation's rock
the
chart.
rock radio charts.
Okay,
There it is. Yeah,
there you
I was
go.
trying to. I know I wrote it down here somewhere. Rock radio chart. RRC. Yeah, come on,
you did
Dave.
better than me.
Yeah, rock radio charts.
Right.
You guys, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You guys charted at number 50,
Yes.
and you are within the likes of Shinedown, Bad Wolves, Papa Roach, Green Day, Korn, many others.
How freaking cool is that?
How gratifying is that? Yes.
It's freaking awesome, man. I mean, to see those names, in the same charts as us, or I guess to see us in the same charts as them, pretty freaking awesome, man. I mean, it's one of those things that I think you dream about, obviously growing up, and, that's kind of not why you get into music, but you sure do think about it and want it and desire it. So to see it happening is freaking amazing. Yeah,
I bet.
It's
yeah.
awesome.
And you're climbing too, by the way, because I think you were in the 60s at one point, and then you climbed to number 50. You jumped. As a matter of fact, I was paying attention to the statistics. You jumped 17 points. So honestly, here's my take. Listen to this, folks. You guys are going to be in the top 10.
Oh,
I'm telling you
man.
right now.
Thank you.
I'm telling you right. I can't say the G word, which is guarantee.
Right.
I cannot guarantee, but I don't see why there isn't any other reason why you cannot be in the top 10.
Oh, thank you. Thank
know?
you. Yeah, I hope so, man. It's it's our third week. Actually, the posting listing comes out tomorrow. It comes out every Tuesday, so we'll see. We'll see if your prediction is getting closer tomorrow or not. So kind of keep an eye on our Facebook page or website because we will definitely post about it because we're definitely excited. So it's definitely postable, and yeah. So keep an eye out tomorrow because that's when the next posting
So
comes out.
the next posting, the next.
Yeah, it's these charts are weekly, and they come out every Tuesday. The postings come out on Tuesday. So yeah.
I had a feeling for some reason I was looking at Billboard for a moment. I said, "Dark Avenue in the Billboard charts? Interesting."
Yeah,
No, my bad. No, not Billboard because that's the first thing I looked up. I thought, "Oh, Dark Avenue in the Billboard charts." No, but still, rock radio charts. Hey.
Hey, we're
Still,
getting
you're there.
We're getting there. Yeah,
You're getting there, and you're definitely getting recognized.
Right.
Now that song. Is that the remix version?
Yes,
it is.
Yeah,
okay,
the remix version with Grammy-winning producer Toby Wright. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, the one that he mixed for us, remixed for us. That's the version that's out there. So that's our new single. That's what we're pushing.
All right.
Like a druggie on a street corner, we're pushing it.
Now you're talking about a transaction here.
Hey, I didn't say how much. You didn't catch me. I said nothing about money.
No, you didn't say anything about that. All right. We're going to go ahead and pause right now. We're going to take a little break. Again, this is the Rock Shop here with the Shockwave with my special guest guitarist Andrew of Dark Avenue and also the guitarist of Bethany Rose.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead now. We're going to go ahead and play the remix version of Dark Avenue. This is called Don't Hold On from the album Reality. When we come back, we're going to talk about the producer who remixed this song and basically as to how Dark Avenue collaborated with this guy and what they knew about him and why and so on and so forth, folks. But check it out right here. This is Dark Avenue, Don't Hold On. This is the remix version. You heard it first right here on KDUX. We'll be right back.
I can't deny it, I feel no remorse, no regret.
Yeah, KDUX Web Radio there. That is wow, what a fantastic song. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? Let's try this. We'll have that song playing. Yes. That was Dark Avenue, the remix version of Don't Hold On from the album soon. Going to be released, I'm pretty sure, pretty soon.
Hopefully.
Called
Make no promises.
which is called Reality, which also has the tracks The Light, and if I'm not mistaken, Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, Madman.
Yes.
It's also in that album. Okay.
Yes, they are.
All right. Shockwave here, back with Andrew of Dark Avenue and also Bethany Rose. We were just talking off the air about the remix of the song Don't Hold On, and the producer-engineer, produced and engineered by Toby Wright, who, by the way, has a resume of a ton of bands that he has done. Mm-hmm. Of course, my favorite band of all time, the God of Guitar, the Ace Frehley of Kiss. Yeah, thank you. I had to say that to throw that in.
Right on.
Kiss, my band.
Hey, I was excited about that too.
Very, very excited. He did the box set. He did the box set, did Carnival of Souls, which is pretty cool. I've heard them. Solid. Mm-hmm. Korn, he's done a lot with Korn. He's done a lot with Alice in Chains. Ozzy, Primus, Seven Dust, Slayer. Wow. Just
his pedigree goes on forever, this guy.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
He is amazing. So I guess, how did it come into fruition? Why you chose him and, and to remix this version? Tell me about it.
Well, it's actually a really cool story in my opinion. Dark Avenue, I know we've talked about on the show before. We played South by Southwest this year. So we were down there doing our thing at the Dirty Dog, and one of the guys that we got to meet and be introduced to was Ryan Darnell from 313 Entertainment.
Okay.
So basically, little talking after the show. I mean, I guess we kind of, he liked what he saw. A little bit of talking, and he kind of, we started going. I can't talk.
You're okay.
We started entering into talks about working with him.
Yeah.
And it turns out that part of the team, or part of a regular set of people that he works with, was Toby Wright. So when Ryan was trying to basically decide if we were worth working with or not, he liked what he saw, but he doesn't leave it to his own. He likes to get second opinions.
Okay.
So he let Toby Wright hear some of us. Sent him some of our songs. And this is the exciting, cool part. Toby liked it so much that he said, I want to work with these guys. I want to remix these tracks for them. So the cool thing is we didn't have to look up Toby and go, dude, please, 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 we'll pay you $1 million. I mean, we did pay him. Let's don't fool you. It cost us money.
Of course.
But yeah, it was just really cool because, he not only told Ryan, hey, you should definitely work with these guys. They have something, but he asked to, mix our music, remix a couple of our songs, and as to your question about what's, how we picked Don't Hold On.
Yeah.
Honestly, they picked it for us. They were totally blown away by Don't Hold On and The Light. So he's already remixed The Light. It'll be released as a single at a later date.
Okay.
We decided to go, or I should say they decided, in conjunction with us to lead off with Don't Hold On. So that's the one that's out there, that's the one out there now, the one that's getting, shopped to the radio stations, which, as you talked about in the last segment, the radio stations are definitely agreeing and going for, thankfully. Thank everyone out there for playing it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That's
but
fantastic.
Yeah, so it's just a really cool story that, Toby kind of found us. And so, Ryan, called us and, kind of told us the whole little backstory there. And we immediately looked up Toby Wright and we were like, holy cow, this guy heard our stuff and likes our stuff. I mean, we were floored, dude. It was like so surreal because you said the list. I mean, Alice in Chains, Korn, Kiss, Metallica. It's just, I mean, his resume is 1.5 miles long. The guy has Grammys, at his house for this stuff. And so for us to hear that he dug our music enough that he wanted to work with us, and it's just, man, it was surreal. We were floored. We didn't even know what to say except for, well, yeah, when, what do you need?
Right.
So that's cool. And actually, little secret here.
Okay.
Toby told us that he's excited to work with us on a full album, not just remix our stuff, but actually do the entire thing with us, in the not too distant future. So we're super excited about that too.
Yeah.
It's really working out for us.
Wow. That's exciting. Oh, bless you.
Ooh, sorry.
Bless you.
Kids. Wow. I'm better.
Sorry, Lou. Could be the... No, there's no dust in here.
Yeah. It was all the sheer excitement.
It was all the excitement that we've been talking about. Yeah, as we were saying before, he has an impressive resume. So
He does.
It was really cool that he reached out to you.
Yeah.
So we were also talking before we get back on the air here. So the song itself, the remix. I was basically talking about the clarity of the song because the remix version sounds, I don't know, it sounds like the instrumentation of it. How would I put this? Let's see. More in the foreground, especially the drums. I mean, I can hear it. I mean, it's has a different. Gosh, how can I describe this? It's hard for me to describe here, folks. Bear with me for just a second here, okay? Okay.
Use your words, Dave. Use your words.
Use my words carefully here. No. Again, it's got a punch to it. It has an attack. It has a meaning. It's more clear. It seems like he was really paying attention. While he was mixing. Different parts. The verses. The chorus of it, the intro, the end. There's some variations to this. Obviously, being a remix, of course. There's variations as opposed to the to the original one.
Right.
Would you say that's more accurate? That did he basically use it more towards him working with the soundboard, or was it more that you guys, were kind of drawing it up a little bit differently, and then he added some stuff? I'm just kind of getting an idea. You understand what I'm saying?
It's basically, from what I understand from Toby, some of the things he did. I mean, first of all, the guy knows how to work magic with a board. I mean, you've just described it. He brought the instruments out, and not that, the original version wasn't good, because in my opinion it was, but somehow he brought more punch, more clarity in the instruments. Yeah. Another one of the things that you mentioned is we did have some backing tracks, some keyboards, stuff thrown in that he pretty much either pulled them down or just got rid of them altogether. I mean, Toby, Toby really wanted to focus on that intro guitar part, on that, then whenever it comes back after the first chorus and, at the end of the song, he really wanted to focus on that. So he pulled all the extra stuff that was going on around that totally out. The breakdown section, there was, it really kind of centered around this little keyboard kind of groove, whenever he pulled that down again or pulled it out, and actually, played with Barry's guitar a little bit. Again,
okay.
So what you're hearing in this new mix is Barry's guitar being more prominent as opposed to some other stuff going on around it.
Okay.
It's cool because he really focused on the actual instrumentation and not as much, of the little keyboard overlays or whatever you want to call them, kind of the filler that we put in.
Right.
He pulled some of that out, not all of it, but some of it out. Mainly he brought some distinct parts of the song up, made them more prominent, because, I guess that was the parts that he kind of really dug. And other than that, again, it's just that magic of, how he made each one of the instruments more, because we worked with some really good people for the original reality CD. So it's not like it was a bad thing, it wasn't, it was, in my opinion, it sounded really amazing, but somehow he just took it to the next level. It's amazing with the fact that you guys charted, see?
And to have him as an engineer, having a resume of all those artists, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew. He didn't want to tell you. He didn't want to explain it. Okay, guys, if I do this, this is what's going to happen. Oh no, he already knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and therefore the result.
Yeah.
So, so then I presume that you did mention the secret that that he's going to be involved, in some of the other music. But
Yeah,
as far
upcoming stuff,
now,
yeah.
there's going to be the songs like "The Light" and a couple of others that he's going to how would I say tweak it, remix that to as well, or what do we?
So far the plan is the Light. He's also worked his wizardry on the Light, which will be released as a single, in the future. I mean, right now, Don't Hold On just came out like 3 weeks ago. It's doing great. It's charted in a short time, and so obviously we're going to ride this one out a little bit longer. And then we'll eventually, hopefully the light will come out. There is no specific plans, no set plans right now for anything after that. Just the desire on both of our parts to work together in the future. So whenever the timing is right, we will definitely make that happen. It's got to kind of wait and see what goes on with this. But like you said, in the few short weeks the light's out. I mean, Don't Hold On has been out. It's officially hit the charts now. It's still climbing. So, we're gonna see where this gets us. Gonna enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Enjoy what's happening and see where it takes us.
There you go, man. There you go. Well, you really got yourself a great engineer.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah,
Thank you. So
the guy's the bomb, and he's super cool too. Super cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Very, very cool, man. So Rock Shop here with the Shockwave here, yes, with Andrew Dark Avenue and Bethany Rose. So again, they're going to have their upcoming show at Trees this Wednesday night. They're going to be performing alongside, what was it again?
Smile, Empty Soul.
Smile, Empty Soul. Thank you very much. Smile, Empty Soul, Cinder, and
taking a wild shot at it.
I'm going to spell it. Nagazi. Something like that. Now, you still have some tickets remaining for this Wednesday.
Yes.
I understand that you're offering a package deal. Tell me about that.
Oh, man, he caught me off guard. I should have looked that up.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. You can get a single ticket. There's a single ticket out there. There is a ticket poster deal. And there is a buy 4, get 5 deal. I can't give you the exact prices on these because that's the part, I wasn't really prepared for you to bring that up. Sorry, my bad.
No problem.
I believe the packages are $15 per ticket, $20 for the ticket poster, and oh gosh, I can't even remember the price. I think it's like $65 for the buy 4, get the 5th one free.
Right.
But go to our website, darkavenueband.com. Follow the link for shows, or actually I think the link changed. I think it's follow the link for tickets, and you can get all that information there. Purchase them right from our website, see the packages that are offered for the show. And I'll tell you what, there might be something, I think I can officially say this. There might be an advanced single of Don't Hold On available at the show on a superly cool packaged CD.
Okay.
So for those, coming out to the show, or if you need a little more enticement to come to the show, let's just say that, you can get something that will only be offered once. Right there at the show, it'll be a single of Don't Hold On specially packaged CD version.
Okay.
And this will be the only shot you have to get it is at the show on Wednesday. So
all right, folks.
Extra enticement, come on out. I don't know if we're gonna give some away. Possibly. Maybe a few people will actually get one for free as along with them being available.
I got you
there. It's something to think about.
The first 2 people at the door.
right. It doesn't matter what band you're there to see. Just come to the door.
Yeah, just come to the door.
You don't even have to come in. Just show up with your taco in your hand, from Fuzzy's across the street and go, I want that CD, brah. We'll give it to you, man. It's all good.
I'll be right back. I'll meet you there.
Get me one of those margaritas and I'll bring you a CD, bro.
just buy me a couple of tacos and give me a margarita, and then you got yourself a deal right there for you.
6-pack of tacos and margarita to go, and it's yours. Oh, maybe a couple of donuts from the place right next door too. That's all. That's all. Nothing else.
But it's only for the first two people, right?
First two people. Well, dude, I can only eat so much and drink so many margaritas before a show.
Right. Well, there you go. Yes.
If I wasn't playing, dude, we could go for 20 of them. I don't care. I got to think about stuff.
Oh man. Well, we're about to conclude the show here. I need to ask you for a little advice, if I may. Just kind of go off the tangent here for just a moment, if I may.
Sure, absolutely.
Just a quick question.
I'm probably the absolute worst person to ask for advice, unless you want the wrong kind of advice. But go ahead. I'm here.
Right? It doesn't have to be right or wrong. It's
Dave, I'm here for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And
right back at you, buddy. I talked about at the top of the show, and you heard it, that I'm going to be performing solo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's my piece. It's interesting. It's going to be called E minor of variations.
Okay.
Or no, in variations. My bad. I have to talk about it, of course.
Who wrote this piece?
I did. Who wrote it?
We don't even have the name of the song.
I don't even have the name of the song anymore.
I composed it, but I don't know the name of it.
Yeah. Well, and again, my instructor did not want to, mess it up by accompanying me, with this particular.
Right.
Have you, when you first started, I don't know if I even asked you this, when you first started, did you perform by yourself? In front of people? Did you do that in the past?
Just me?
Just you.
By myself?
Just you.
No.
No?
I mean, in a jury, in front of the juries at college, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Once.
Once?
Oh, it was like it was the worst 10 minutes of my life.
I bet.
Dude, people sitting behind that table just staring at you like 50 feet away. Whew.
I feel sorry for those people in the music department because that's what they have coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Juries are coming. And some people are, well, anyway, depends. No, but I told my instructor, I said, I don't know about this, man. And he said, I'll tell you what, we're going to compromise. You can do it sitting down.
Okay.
Well, all right. Actually, I perform a little bit better doing that than standing up, because the nerves, basically. Mm-hmm. So, since you had a little bit of experience, and I'm not going to be seeing the audience. I'm not going to see anybody.
Okay.
There's going to be obviously a spotlight that's going to hover over me,
right?
And all that,
which blocks everything like 5 feet out. So
yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you can see a floor. Yeah,
right. And Jack, he's going to be doing the lights. He told me, he says, it's your song. Mm-hmm. Nobody else is going to know it but you. Mm-hmm. The only time that you go, that you actually are making an error is if you start talking to yourself and they hear you. Mm-hmm. Then that's when everything goes bad. Mm-hmm. But even if you make an error, they won't know it's an error because it's your song.
Right.
So
exactly.
So does that make sense?
It does.
Kind of put
absolutely.
It, to put it that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, for you being a musician yourself, and you only had little experiences, doing it solo. Mm-hmm. Let me say, and even as in a group, when something like that happens, it's your song. You got, and nobody's going to pay attention to that. Mm-hmm. The only time they'll pay attention is if you make yourself
fall off the rails.
Make they're gonna see that you're like that. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm just asking that makes more sense to you, right?
Perfectly. The only thing that's going to make this bad for you is you. Don't get into your own head. If you make a little flub, a little mistake, as long as you recover, like you said, no one knows it was a mistake, unless you don't recover. Now, if you get in your head and you're like, oh, I just screwed this up, it's just going to go downhill from there.
Gotcha.
It's your song. You're up there for what, 3-5 minutes?
Something like that.
You're going to go up. 5 minutes later, you're going to come off. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to affect your life. Go up there, own it. have fun with it, and honestly, don't put pressure on yourself. Just go up there and have fun, dude. It's your song. You own it. So go out there and play it, enjoy it, get off the stage, man. Just, don't get in your own head. Because that even goes for performing with, Dark Avenue, whoever I perform with, Bethany Rose, whoever, when I go up on that stage, trust me, I'm not thinking, about what I'm doing. I'm letting, the fact that I've rehearsed this, and you wrote the song, so no one knows it better than you.
Right.
You've rehearsed it, you're prepared. Go out there and just enjoy it and live the moment, man. Because, if you start thinking about it, start thinking about what's coming up, what part of the song is coming up, that's when you're really going to derail yourself. You're going to, and then it's going to become obvious. This guy is like all over the place. But don't even let that get in your mind. I mean, no one knows the song but you. So get out there and have fun with it and play it. Play the hell out of it.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew. I really appreciate hearing that from you.
Sure.
So that all I just need to do is play, in a comfortable level, and then and I also have to tell myself, nobody's out there. It's just you. So just play it as if you were in your own house. Like you said, having fun with the song. So I just needed to hear that from you, sir.
Oh, glad I could help.
Yes, and I appreciate that very, very much, very much.
Absolutely.
Now, one other thing here. We are approaching the bottom of the hour at the Rock Shop here at Dave the Shockwave with Andrew, Dark Avenue, and Bethany Rose, a guitarist. Yes, sir. Other than going directly to your website, darkavenueband.com, how else can they follow you?
Okay, for the Dark Avenues, we're on the social medias, the Twitters, the Facebooks, and the Instagrams.
It's
the Funny. Instagrams. I believe it is darkavenueband.com on all of those, but the easiest way, and my mostest favoritist, is, now that we're on weird language, go to darkavenueband.com. There are links on that homepage for our Twitter, our Instagram, and our Facebook. So the easiest thing, if you don't type in Dark Avenue Band, we don't immediately come up, then just go to the website. The links are all right there.
You heard it. You heard it right here. You heard it from Andrew. Yeah. And Bethany Rose as well?
Same thing, but I do know for sure she is Bethany Rose Music on all of them. So you go to your Facebook, .com/Bethany Rose Music. Same with Twitter and Instagram. She's not on Snapchat. She refuses, so we won't even talk about that.
Oh.
You can ask her about that next time you have her on your show.
I will.
Yeah, specifically bring up Snapchat. And Bethany, you're welcome. But it really is Bethany Rose Music on all of her social medias. Super easy to find.
There you have it, folks. There it is. Folks, again, you want to learn more about Dark Avenue and Bethany Rose, go to the sites that Andrew just mentioned, folks. Andrew, thank you so much for your time, taking time out of your busy schedule to come out to the studio and hang out here with the Shockwave. Let's do it again, huh?
Oh, let's do it again for sure, man. It's always a good time.
All right.
And I need to wake up from a nap every now and then anyway. So
there you go.
It gives me something to do.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Thanks again, my friend.
Absolutely.
We'll do it again. Again, Dark Avenue this Wednesday night at Trees. They're going to be performing again alongside, wait a minute, I got it here, Smile Empty Soul, Cinder, and Nagazi. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I honestly do not want to, don't want to say it wrong, whatsoever.
Yeah, you don't want them coming down here.
This is the Rock Shop here with the Shockwave, rocking and continue to rock and roll here for you. I will catch you tomorrow. Actually, I may not be here tomorrow because I have to do something with my vehicle, and it might take a lot longer than what my show is. So it's a maybe, maybe not. I have to be honest with you, so I'm telling you right now. So it's a maybe or maybe not, but if not, I will definitely catch you on Wednesday at either at or just a few minutes past the top of the hour, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, wherever you guys are.
And if he's not here, he'll play Dark Avenue the entire time.
Thank you very much. I can go to autopilot with Dark Avenue. I can definitely do that. All right. Thanks again, and we'll catch you either tomorrow or on Wednesday. Dark Avenue on Wednesday night, folks. Be there. The Shockwave will. A good friend of mine will. And I hope you folks enjoyed our show today.
Bethany Rose will be there, too. Shh. She will.
Okay.
can meet her.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you can meet her at the show.
She'll be there.
Yeah,
She will be there.
She will be there.
She will be there. Please, go out there and meet her too as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And Andrew as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Thanks again. All right. Have a good one, folks, and we'll catch you again tomorrow. Maybe not. Maybe not. Or on Wednesday again. So have a great one, folks. And this is The Rock Shop, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.